Now the rain starts. I'm waiting for it all day. Is that really the right volume? I mean, it's 10%. It just sounded loud. Just my volume. Shit. What do I do? I was trying to make money. We were making arrows. I have a shitload of feathers. So if we can just get more sticks. Or regularly. How's it go? 3 sticks. 2 stones. Yeah. It's gonna be rough. Clean up the property, because for some reason there's sticks everywhere. Mowing the lawn? God damn. Such a grown-up. I had a lawn to mow. Unless it's like your parents mow a lawn, then it's not. Then it doesn't count. Even if you're 30. 80 sticks. How many did we need? Like 140. Basically my house. Okay. Alright. Almost counts. Almost. I'll give you half a point. Half a point. Better than nothing. Alright, now we have sticks. Let's get 160. There, do I have a pickaxe? It's 84 degrees. Does that warrant another half a point? No, that I'm reducing a quarter of a point because you're using Fahrenheit. But it sounds very, very warm. 29C. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to be outside right now. That was the case. Fahrenheit is pretty warm. I almost have an idea of like what Fahrenheit numbers are now, but like the value makes no sense. Because it's like 100 Fahrenheit is for human body temperature, which is to me retarded. But I can like deal with that. But the problem is 0. Like, what is the relation of 0 Fahrenheit to anything? I don't understand that. So I can't really grasp, like, what the fuck is 0 Fahrenheit meant to be. So the closer to 0 I get, the less of an idea I have what it might be in Celsius. Yeah, 32 is like 0 C or something, I think. Do I have more copper? No. Alright. Because I could have made copper arrows. We need copper arrows. I should make myself like 100 copper arrows. It's really easy. That way we might be able to one-shot the deer. So now we have 271 arrows, 276 arrows. We can sell that. And we can go and see how much leather we have. Leather is always sellable. 34. Then you take your leather and you go to this place. And you make a small pouch. Yeah, that's because it's got the historical medieval pig farmer setting. Faster building. Raining quite heavily, goddamn. I do. But the game is forcing me to be a copper miner, which is a huge blight on this game. Speaking of which, should I just go mining? Oh, Raven. Diablo Immortal is in the point zeros. Good. I was watching it and it looks so bad. Like both the gameplay and just how disgustingly Chinese pay to win it is. That's how you know that Blizzard is gone. Like, it's not a company anymore. There is only Activision. And Bobby Kotick is literally an evil man. Let's go mining, because we have to. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what the case. Activision is like, I don't know if you watch It's Always Sunny, but Activision is basically Frank and his company. It's like, what does the company do? It makes money. And that's like how Activision works. Like, they don't care about anything. They find a way to make money, and then they make money. You can't really do that in this industry. I mean, you can make money, but you can't just make money. Company will die. You can make short-term money. Unfortunately, you can make a lot of short-term money. Then your company will die. Do we have any animals nearby? I need to shoot like a crow or something. Crow. Crow spawn. We don't even know how to make bread yet. Where did it go? We walked for like 100 miles. This direction. Here's my arrow. But where's the bird? Hey. And I just noticed we were low on food. My torch broke. Oh, I brought enough straw. It's raining a lot. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I could make better torches. We are very close to be able to make bronze tools. Close is not close enough. Let's see, were you Merlin? It's not easy to remember people with random names all over the place. Oh, my pickaxe! Merlin? Merlin? Is that your name? Congratulations on becoming a girl. You got your assets? You're officially a squealy streamer? It's just guessing? Yeah, well, that's what it is. In the beginning. And then he has you in his grip. It's Kibsy. Evil Kibsy grip. There's always intense music. The soundtrack is so stupid, it makes no sense. Let's just slowly walk home. In slow motion. Who gives a shit? I want to keep my pickaxes. Hey, you're Merlin? Yeah. $300 meters remaining. We don't need to have the torch out. Just wasting torch. long as we don't get stuck behind a tree. This is gaming. Also, is there combat in this game? Very little. I've been ambushed by 2 bandits and I shot them once in the head with my arrow. And they died. And they couldn't outrun me either. Otherwise, it's just like hunting bears. This is a management game. It's about managing your town. And one of the issues I've been talking about with that is that you can't automate the mining. So you can't have people mining copper and tin for tools. So you have to do that. You either have to do that manually, or you just make sure everyone has stone tools. That's fine. You have to reach production. No, it's building technology. Yeah, building technology 5,000 points to get the mine. And building technology is leveled up by extracting activities and building structures. Discover new schemes and learn to construct more advanced houses and storages. So I just need to build houses and go mining. And eventually we'll unlock mining. And then I can finally automate it in like a decade. But it's a huge flaw in the game. You and your inhabitants have been invited to a wedding. Everyone will attend the ceremony and have a jolly good time. Let's celebrate the whole night. Restrictions needs a tavern. A toast to the couple. All villagers got 15 mood. The wedding went great. Nice. There's only 1 lemon and it's in my name? What, are you Sniper Lemon? That's the only lemon I know. Nah? Okay, so you're not the lemon. You're another lemon. So that doesn't help either. Does Alf eat lemons? Blueberry? That's embarrassing. We barely got anything out of that. That's cool. I like that. Very brave. Very cool. Wheat. This wheat is not gonna grow now, right? I like pineapple on my pizza. It's not bad. Better than lemon on pizza. I need to make money. You make money by producing things. What can we produce? I have lots of logs and a couple of sticks. Need an absolute buttload of sticks. Okay, so it's easier to put the logs away and go get sticks. This isn't leveling what I want to level, though. Maybe we should just chop trees. Because then we level excavation, which helps us get to the mine faster. This gives me sticks too, so... Need to go into the woods and chop trees forever. Oh. It's winter now. Don't I have winter clothes now? I think so. I took the clothes, I think, of the bandits I murdered. Oh, we got cold protection. This hat has cold protection. Cold protection, cold protection, cold protection. So let's see if I even need the torch. Meanwhile, I should get some reed so we can make torches in case I need the torch. I might have food that we can sell. $300 cabbages. It's a lot of cabbages. Now, do I have any meat? We have a lot of meat. Oh, where's the door? There. Let's see how many decades this is going to take. This might take forever. But it will be fun. A fun forever. $27 pottage. And each one takes 8 seconds. 27 times 8 seconds. How long is that? 27 times 8 divided by 60, that's 3.5 minutes. Nice. I'm just gonna sit here and watch that for 3 minutes. Nom. Tomorrow we might try Conan Exiles. I got it for cheap. I've been kind of want to try it, been wanting to try it, but it's always been too expensive. I didn't want to buy it. Especially looking at all the DLCs too. So we'll see what that is like. It is not great. It was worse than I had expected. Also, it's just lightly salted, and that's the taste. But I bought Estrella. I should have bought OLW. Almost halfway done. I don't like sour cream. It's an American chip. Let's see what people are saying here. BBQ chicken chips. Chicken sounds like a weird flavor. I don't even know what flavor chicken is, because chicken is flavorless. So but I would try it. Barbecue chips are okay. I think they're a bit much. I just like chili chips, but they don't sell that. They only sell like sweet chili, or chili and sour cream, or chili and something, and I just want chili. I don't want chili and something. I usually buy grill chips. Yes, grill is a taste. Dill and I don't remember what it's called. I can never remember. Chives. Dill and chives is a nice flavor as well. Or lightly salted. Those are what I usually buy. Okay, so now we made 27 pottages, and they sell 50 each. We have a couple of wooden hammers, we have a lot of stone arrows. I can leave my stone pickaxes at home. Leave the log. Sticks, feathers. Balls. Which also means we can chop some more trees and make more hammers. Four hammers, and we don't seem to be getting cold. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, like in Valheim, that was pretty much what everyone was worried about when they saw the trees fall. And the trees could kill you if you didn't eat food. But here they do nothing. I actually kind of like that the trees do damage. But it has issues. First of all, you could randomly kill people, like your NPCs, by just felling trees. Physics systems have a tendency to be insanely unpredictable. So you could chop down the tree, and if you're hugging it, it could like glitch out and like instantly kill you or something. Because it's like, oh, you took damage because physics system. But it's not a big deal. It's just like a small thing. But it makes you respect the tree when it's falling a little bit. And it's just a nice little detail. Little details are important. Like, details are not necessarily game-breaking. Or even if they're there or not, they might not affect the gameplay at all. But they can make the game be not enjoyable or enjoyable. Because most of the time, the game mechanics aren't really what's important. Because most games have absolute dogshit game mechanics. And they're actually carried by lore, theme, feel, mood, music, that kind of stuff. And it kind of just makes the gameplay feel more than it is. Also. Alright, now we're full. Yeah, whether you enjoy the game or not is ultimately all it boils down to. But for me, I kind of separate the two things. Like, is a game good and is it enjoyable? Those two are not the same thing to me. Duck Game is an enjoyable, fun game. But I don't know if I would say that it's a good game. It's just like a fun meme game for a while. I'm out. What What are you doing in there?
Hello there. My wares never disappoint.
Here, you want 22 wooden hammers? Yeah? Okay. Nice. How about 200 arrows? Yeah, okay.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye. The taxes are 1,300 right now. So I think even with this, we don't really have enough money.
Hello there. Best goods in the valley.
Starship Trooper command game? Not even sure I know what that is. I've honestly almost exclusively been looking for games like this. Or like crafter games, you know. And they don't exist, so... Been a sad boy. Okay, we have 1,900 now.
See you soon.
That means we can afford to pay the taxes. Coming out 16th June. Starship Troopers. Terran Command. Yeah, see, this is not my game. It even says there, RTS. RTS is my last ever genre that I play. But yeah, sure, why not? It looks alright, I guess. I have like no opinions on RTS because I don't play them. Let's just hope that the AI doesn't cheat. That's kind of why I don't play RTS a lot too. I want to play turn-based games or real-time with pause strategy games. I want to play that, but it's like 99% fucking Paradox trash. The AI always cheats, and I don't want to play that. Make some shovels. I think the mud pits are on this side. We're gonna go and get some mud. There's the mud pit. I hope it's good, or I hope you enjoy it. Doesn't matter if it's good. Gonna send Reguline as cannon fodder. Very nice. There's a lot more of Kibbs, he should be cannon fodder. Though he tries to convince me that he's not fat. But I'm not falling for it. He drinks way too much soda. Damn, we can carry a lot. Can I dig up like all of it? I think that was the last mud pit. Yeah. But we might have some at home. I do hope you have swords with you. Nope. I have an axe and I have a bow. There's nothing... There's nothing that attacks you other than wild animals. And they don't really stray around, so it doesn't really matter. Like, this is a rabbit area. There are only rabbits here. Pop that fox straight in the head. The thing is, I don't know if there actually is armor at all, so I don't think anyone is actually going to come after me with armor either. Oh, I fucking got him. Holy shit, I'm owning these animals today. Owned. We need to teabag these guys when we kill them. Yeah. This game is unfortunately not what I wanted. However, I have been kind of enjoying it. I would still give this a negative review on Steam at the moment. And I probably would if I had the energy to bother, and so I won't. But it has potential, but it's just not good enough right now. Come on. And I was hoping for it to just be a fucking crafting game, like crafter survival. That's my favorite genre, and that's what I want to play. But that's not what it is. It's completely a management game. And all of this that I'm doing right now, it's like you are 10 times better than all your NPCs, so anything that you do, you raise the income of that, like, shitloads. This guy attacking me? You wanna go? You wanna go, little bobcat man? Animals often rush you, I've noticed that. They rush you, but then they run off. Yeah. I love that it does that. You might be able to turn it off, I'm not sure. I just never bothered. Very fun milestone. Alright, let's not hunt lynx. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Shit! Okay, we're safe. Oh, he ran away. I was gonna say, I still haven't killed any predators other than foxes, but I wouldn't count foxes really as a predator. I mean, they are, but they're like pseudo-predators. So I don't know really how dangerous they are. However, I've been attacked by plenty of moose. They are not very friendly at all. Okay, I thought that we might be able to harvest this here now, but I guess that's not the case. Let's see here. Clear that and that. And then we can plant carrots. But that'll grow when it becomes spring. It'll finish growing. Where's my wife? Is Jadwiga my wife? I don't think so.
Have
No?
a good day.
She's not at work. Are you my wife? No, it's not Baldwina.
Hello there.
Not
You
Gerarda.
Hello there.
Not Iwona.
Have a good day.
Who is it? It's Jadwiga. I don't have a wife, but I'm trying to marry one. Oh my god, where is she? Jadwiga.
How are you?
Romance. I'm married.
See you soon.
Ah! Did they get married after 1 year living inside the same house as another man?
Hello.
Insane.
See you soon.
Okay, who's our next target? This time, I'm not going to put a man inside her house until we're married.
Hello. Goodbye. Hello.
Gerarda. You seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? Day is pretty tiresome for me, but fruitful nevertheless. How is your day going? Boring. I haven't had a single drop of wine. Told no jokes. Oh, I can tell you one. Ready? What are the funniest animals? Snakes. They're hysterical. You seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? I love the local cuisine here. What's your favorite food? Is wine a food? What am I saying? Of course not. Mead then. You seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? What brought you here? Destiny, of course. Literally. That was a nickname of a big guy I owed some money to. Really big, not too keen on forgiving either. His kid had some real musical talent though. You seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? Today is pretty tiresome for me, but fruitful nevertheless. And how is your day going? Boring! Okay.
Goodbye.
Is dating done at any other time? Okay, so We can learn to make this thing for fur and a linen thread, which means we can't make it. That's wool fabric, can't make it. We can learn to make shoes for fur and leather. That is actually viable. So now we just need leather. And this is a huge problem with the game, like a legitimate issue. There is no mechanic to make you go to bed. So there is no reason to go to bed. So the optimal way to play is to just keep playing in the middle of the night. And you're just here stuck with it being pitch black. It is not enjoyable, but it is the best way to play. There's no reason to do anything else. How do I make a better torch? Torch. A real torch. Uses sticks and leather. Alright, I'm gonna use real torch. Make real torches. See if they are better. Because the basic torch has no visibility at all. I think it's the same. Maybe it has a slightly higher radius. No, it's the same. It still sucks ass. Honestly. Medieval Dynasty torch radius. Is there a way to increase the torch light radius? Nope, can't fix it. Okay. I'm a little bit interested. What is this game made in? Engine, Medieval Dynasty. Yeah, unfortunately, everything is packed into this file. There's a 5 GB pack file here. So you can't edit anything. It's all in there. You have to extract it and then repack it. I don't really like that as a developer. Like, when you have variables, and you inevitably have variables, for like light radiuses and weapon damage, whatever. It is so easy to store it as text files and just put it in your folder. And it just alleviates so many issues for players that they can fix themselves and adjust them themselves. And it just has no downsides. It's just super easy to do. So just putting everything in like an encrypted gigantic file is a little bit on the lazy side in my opinion. But some people do that on purpose because they don't want people to quote unquote cheat and change things, even though it's a single player game and like who gives a shit. That is not an uncommon point of view, I think. I don't know what to do. Can chop some trees. Oh, we're overburdened. So the only thing the upgraded torch really does is you can sell it. It's a pretty easy item to make and it sells pretty decently. And it lasts for longer before it breaks. Right, we brought clay. How much clay do I have? 59? Not more? That's really all we have? She's supposed to be gathering clay. The excavation shed. She's gathering 3 clay a day. Yeah, that's not really very impressive, is it? I need another worker here. We have 20 daub. We have straw. And we have clay. We can go and make a little bit of that. $50 daub. That might be enough to finish the house. Because I started daubing a house, but dabbing it. Yep. But I ran out before it was done. And now, while everyone is sleeping, I'm gonna fix their walls with a hammer. They'll thank me later when it's not as cold inside. Yeah, would they rather me make noise or would they rather not freeze to death? But what choice will they make? Let's not build anything right now, though. I want to build more houses. But if I do that, then the taxes will be higher when spring comes, which is in 2 days. Yes, each season is 3 days long. And I don't think you can really change it. You can change it, but I don't think it would make sense with the balance of the game. Making leather, or getting leather, is actually something we should do. I kind of want to go to the mine first. Should we just go to the mine now, in the middle of the night? Just go mining, right now. Just got to look for my stone pickaxes. And then we can go. I'm waiting for spring so we can get flax. So I need more string so I can make a better bow. But even so, better arrows will still be good. I want the deer to die from one arrow. That would be preferable. It would waste less arrows and it would... fewer of them would get away. Can you hire a worker? They're all workers. That's the entire point of the game. These are my people. And you invite them in to your farm to do work. And live there. And you have to provide for them. So all of these people are working in all of these things. I have 3 wood sheds, a well, an excavation shed for mining and stuff. We've got a barn, a hunting lodge. And they're all working there. See, in the hunting lodge, they can produce these things. I have them producing lots of meat, dried meat, leather, fur. I should actually reduce how much meat they produce. I want leather. And we have too much food. This guy's only making soup every day, and he's terrible at it. Makes like 4 soups every day. No, he needs an assistant, but that means that we need to make a bigger kitchen. I don't think we can make a bigger kitchen yet. I'm waiting to find a bear inside the cave, but I still haven't. Even during winter. Here comes the sun. Gonna get bright in here. It's actually not proper night yet. Because when it's proper night, you can't see outside. It's like evening right now. The days are really strange sometimes. I wonder if it might be seasonal. So now it's like evening and it's super dark. It's not night yet. think it's time to close my blinds. Now we need sticks and feathers, and honestly... I would kind of prefer if my dudes handled it. I'm really glad that we have like eternal crows outside of my base. They give you 16 feathers. It's pretty good. Ideally, it would have been better to have like bald, white feathered bald eagles or whatever they're called, because I think they give you 32 per kill. I think you could probably make arrows out of anything. Because all you need is something that breaks, like aerodynamically breaks at the back of the arrow to make it fly straight, right? No reason it has to be feathers. It's just easy to get, I guess, if you're hunting birds. I don't even... Is feathers even what they used? Probably. I don't know much about weapon technology. Why is it getting bright again? Is it tomorrow? Oh no, it's the moon. It's the totally this is how the moon is in real life moon. That's the moon. It's like a light flashlight just flashing everybody when it rises. It's insane. What? How did he survive? Back here, bitch. Leaves would probably work, but they're a bit fragile. Is it night yet? Or is it actually morning? I can't tell. Maybe the day only ends when it's a season change. That's when you get teleported. Otherwise you can just be out the entire season without going to bed. Seems like that's the case. This game is really boring. But I'm still enjoying what we're doing for now. Like I realize how boring this is. No, it has the same problem, but worse. Depending on what you are referring to. The downtime. It's like barely any uptime. That's the problem. Because the thing is, the whole management part here, it's kind of unrewarding. Because you don't really get to see much of it. Like, your village expands, but is populated by personality-less copy-pasted robots, and they all have the same appearance and the same dialogues. Even though they have given them personalities, but all that means is that either the absolutely horrible jokes in the romance section land, or they give you a negative affection. Like that's the only thing. Otherwise, there's nothing you can talk to them about or anything. So the only thing you really get out of any of this is that you produce some items and you can go and sell them for money in town. And you can't do anything with the money, really. All you can do is you can unlock more technology. So you can like build a slightly better woodshed, and then you just progress like that for a while. So it's just not really that interesting. As like the core game is just not really that fun and rewarding. It's just like you're working towards something, but it's not really something that's very interesting either. Now we have 300 sticks because I completely lost track of what I was doing while we were talking. Let's see if we can make some arrows. Copper arrow. By scheme. Now we have 80 copper arrows. They do 10 more damage. Stone arrows do 25, these do 35. Let's see how hunting deer works out now. I don't really want to tackle any bigger animals, especially aggressive ones like the Wysent. Like, the game wants me to hunt a Wysent and a bear right now, and a moose, but they're all super violent and huge. I don't want to fight them until I have, like, at least a tier 2 bow and bronze arrows. Didn't even go an hour? You mean 7 days? It was going okay, but then I was trying to fix my base, and I accidentally placed some blocks, which turned out to be... cement blocks, and they had 5,000 durability, and I couldn't pick them up, and then I rage quit. Sorry. Maybe we can try again. But it was too bullshit. Oh, I lost track of my deer there. Oh! God damn it. I have no idea where that arrow went. Oh, there it is. Oh. See if we can land from here. Nice. Can I have 3? Yeah. I saw something on Twitter about that. And you're like, of course. That's your account number. See, now you can kill them with 1 arrow. So much better. 3 grand's not that bad. Just like... That was mine! 3 days? Alright. Or they'll manage. As long as they actually pay back. Fine. Yes. I have a friend who had a friend who kept asking him to loan money. Because otherwise he would like lose his apartment and he would have to move home, blah blah blah. But he kept doing it like 10 times and he never paid it back. Oh. Neither of them have a real job and it's the most expensive city in the country. Sounds like a bad idea. If they don't have a real job, what do they do? Ah! He randomly decided to become a midwife. Alright. Oh! Eat shit, Bobcat! We over hunting! Oh, I need another knife. I mean, isn't that a real job? I actually don't know what a midwife is. Isn't that like they take like work with the babies in the hospital? Yeah, this is exactly the behavior. Like unironically, this is why. People just going around murdering people to murdering animals to sell them at the market. Oh shit, he got mad? Rawr! It's pretty cute. Not very cute anymore though. I need my fur. Is there a fence here? Oh, we got a village. Yeah, it did. Let's go down here. They're like hawks or something. I wouldn't mind hunting some hawks. Nowadays, I think it's just like, if you're doing anything in 3D, it's just easiest to use some kind of physics stuff. I think that's probably what they're doing. And then you can have that kind of stuff with some effort. They look so wonky when they walk around. That is true, Reguline. No, don't fly away. No, don't fly away! Are you dead or alive? He was alive. Okay. But see, they give you 30 feathers each. And it's just really, really nice to hunt them for crafting more arrows. Yeah, they do want to die. They're just sitting there waiting for you. Hunting rabbits is a waste of time. See, they want to die. Have a knife again. The tools have an absolutely insanely annoying break rate. I mean, granted, I have been using stone knives now for a while because I haven't picked up some copper knives, but even the copper knives break like instantly. still haven't gotten to bronze at all, so I can't do that. Right in the face as he was yawning. Oh. Death is funny. It's just how it is. Let's go down here, see if there's anything fun to hunt, but I think after the deer, there's only dangerous things. I am not ready to hunt a moose yet. Hawk spot. One hawk in the hawk spot. Is that it? Seems like it. I don't think anyone is ready to hunt a moose. I think a lot of people are ready for that. Have you ever heard of shotguns? Alright, let's head into town. Wanna hunt some ducks? Moose eat rifles? No shotguns? That's true. You can hunt with crossbows. There is also a crossbow you can make in this game. Bronze axe! Someone dropped their bronze axe. You know what? Let's go here. This is the main story, pretty much. Or it's Unigost's story. Let's go do that. And Unigost is the first guy we met in town. You had to talk to him. Moose are like bears, but herbivores. Yeah. They're pretty big. Badger. It's just that it doesn't really matter what you're hunting. It's like, oh, it's a badger. But he's just gonna drop the same stuff as a fox. So it's like, How is my knife broken already? It's just not really that interesting to do any hunting because all the resources and the fur and whatnot are so homogenized. So it's like, whatever. He's gonna give me fur, meat. Yep. You're out. Your husband goes out hunting and he comes back and he's like, yeah, honey, I've got 30 badgers, 20 hawks, 12 ducks, 14 deer. So there we got Ysens. We're not fucking with Ysens. Someone left their meat and their axe. We're stealing that. Hell yeah. Hunting in RDR2. Yeah, I like when there's detail and instead of you just going out and hunting like 400 animals, you hunt one and then you have to bring it back and then you get proper amounts of resources from it, from doing something a little bit more involved to do it. Yeah, I didn't like Red Dead Redemption 1 for many reasons. The running system most of all, but also Rockstar quest design is just... I don't feel like there's any point in doing it. It's like worse than doing Skyrim quests. I think you're lost, boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to Wait a second. Look me in the eye and stop shivering for crying out loud. Huh. Black and blue. You're Jordan's family, aren't you? Yes, my name is Rasimir. You must be Sambor then. And how do you know that? I was talking with Unigos. He told me that you were a part of the Reminders as well. Part of what now? The pack? The one with Unigos and Jordan. I've never heard this idiotic name in my life. Oh, sorry, maybe I've made a mistake. We were called the Undying Fist. Oh my, that's so much worse. Whatever, what do you know? What are you, like 12? Normally I would argue with you about that, but I'm afraid you'll kick the bucket during this dispute, old man. Oh, there is something I would kick for sure. So smart choice, snot. Anyway, I would love to hear some stories about my uncle and the pack's adventures all together. That's an amazing coincidence, because I would love to spend my time telling the old tales by the crackling fire. Oh my, really? No, leave my property and forget where it is. Oh, come on. It will only take a moment. A moment of a moment, really. Just tell me, what was my uncle like? How did you become part of the Undying Fist? And, what did you do exactly as the pack? You don't know what we did? Unigos didn't get to that part yet. Alright. But be quiet and try to be less annoying. Where should I begin? Right. It all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time, if I remember correctly. That clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew that. Left as soon as he could. But cleverness at such a young age always means two things: being arrogant and hot-headed. His plan was to set out on a big adventure. That's it. Pretty detailed, huh? A path like that is paved with skeletons of young idiots, but none of them was Jordan. Either way, he was wandering for days. Days soon turned into weeks and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter, back then at least, so berries and mushrooms was all he could get. So obviously he needed some coin. He came across a manor with orchards so vast that they seemed like an ocean. Jordan hired himself there. A week of back-breaking labor had passed. His hands were covered in blisters, skin red from the scorching sun, knees pulsating from pain. I must say, you're really an amazing storyteller. I wasn't expecting that. Shut up! Do you want me to finish? Where was I? Oh, right. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he's done. Went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect the payment. His stomach was already full with fantasies of all the delicious treats he was dreaming of buying. And all of that was ruined by the hand of the lord holding a couple of lousy coins. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the lord, disgusting, replaceable insects. And what do you do with a fly which buzzes too loudly? Both of the lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the strength of the ox. Jordan fell to the ground, stunned, and the lord's guards threw him out of the manor like garbage, stealing that few pathetic coins while doing so. If I may add, it wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with it came a fervent thought of revenge. Your uncle was quite a capable fighter when I met him 10 years later, but he wasn't back then. He knew the guards would massacre him if he only came close, so he needed to find another way to fulfill his vengeance. Jordan was always ambitious, but that hatred fueled him like nothing before. And what happened next? What came later was me becoming bored of this conversation. Go away! No way! You can't leave me like this. I can do whatever I want. Scram! I have things to do. What things? I'll do them for you. I'll do anything you want. Just please tell me the whole story. Damn, you're annoying. Please, 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 please. Fine. Just shut up already. Just say what needs to be done. You won't regret it. Here, grab this shovel. It's a piece of crap, but it will do. There are clay deposits behind my house. Go there and dig up some clay for me. On it, boss. Ugh. Amazing story. Here's all the clay you wanted. Will you finish the story now? Alright. So as I've already said, Jordan wasn't much of a fighter back then. He didn't have any money, nor connections, but he had one thing, an unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells really. Calm, steady breaths, eye contact held all the way. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest situations. But it wasn't that at first. He felt no pressure lying, no stress at all. It was as natural for him as breathing. He had absolutely no remorse. He came up with a plan so immensely moronic and unrealistic that it's really hard to believe that it worked so perfectly. At first, he convinced the nearby town's tailor to sew him a whole set of clothes worthy of the most wealthy nobleman. The finest of fabrics, silken threads, you name it. Horrendously expensive. So how did he manage to afford it, you may ask? It's simple. He didn't pay for it. So he stole it. I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief. Not in the traditional meaning of the word, at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? Ahem. While wearing his new clothes, he traveled to the castle of the king of that realm and entered it. Okay. Now I know that you're making this all up. That's simply impossible. Ha, you're absolutely right it is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off. But Jordan, he just walked straight in. I don't blame you for doubting me. Damn, I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him doing it hundreds of times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through with his plan. Which was? Bedding his wife. Whose wife? The king's. The king's wife? Uh-huh. So, the queen. Indeed. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay with the queen. Exactly that. You were right. That is the most absurdly idiotic plan I've ever heard of. I told you, but it worked like a charm. I still don't get it. What worked? What was he accomplished by that? After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarment on the bedside, and told the queen he'll be right back with some refreshments. Then he went to one of the king's guards, told him that he saw the queen with the company of a strange man sneaking into one of the chambers. The guard rushed in and witnessed the queen naked in bed with a man's clothes right next to him. As a loyal servant, the guard reported on the matter directly to the king himself, who, as you can probably imagine, became furious to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife, that would be bad for his reputation, but he could pursue her lover. Unfortunately for him, at this point, Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding a beautiful mare he borrowed from the stable into the sunset. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean that he couldn't track him down and find him. To do so, the only track he could follow was the one thing that Jordan left behind, except his undergarments and a pleasurable memory for the queen, his name. Not his real name, of course. The name he used when introducing himself to the queen was... Precisely. Now you get it. Didn't that lord get hanged? That seems pretty extreme. That's incredible. The lord's head must have left the company of his body pretty promptly. He didn't get killed. That wouldn't be in Jordan's style. The queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon, where he spent all the days he had left. Oh, that's much better. Jordan was amazing. All that with just the power of his wits and speech. He surely showed the Lord that he shouldn't have wronged him. Don't get the wrong idea about his reasons. Jordan didn't get through all of that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was a cruel, merciless brute. He mistreated all of his subjects, killed for fun, raped for sport. People used to call him Laundryman because of his habits was drowning his bastards in the lake right after birth, like unwanted kittens. Jordan needed to stop him, and he did, but that's not the end of the story. After the Lord's capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, with just an uncannily perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's. A charming young man with 2 different eyes. You have to be kidding me. He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative, but Jordan didn't want any of that, not for himself. So he took only 3 bags of coin from the treasury and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. They were related. He still probably worshipped there, I can tell you that. Oh, and one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? That's easy. One for the tailor, another one for the stableman he took the horse from, and the last one for himself, with the exact amount of coins he was rightfully supposed to earn for his work at the orchard. I told you Jordan wasn't a thief, and that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventures. At least, that's the story he used to tell us, so nothing of that may be true at all. Haha. But that's just how it was with Jordan. Now I understand what you and Unigost were talking about. He really does seem surreal. I've never met anyone else like that. Don't get me wrong, he had his flaws, but the things he could do. His tongue wasn't even silver, it was made out of pure gold. But wait, you didn't tell me what was the purpose of the Undying Fist. Oh, I thought it would be obvious now. On the day Jordan's mission was born. He knew that the spoiled rotten elites like that were scattered all around the world. draining life and dignity from the hard-working simple folk, and that he was capable of stopping them, to some extent at least, and that's exactly what he started doing, overthrowing corrupted lords and giving back to the community. He sounds like a hero, a true hero. Well, he wasn't like, yeah, I guess you could say that. So, how did you join the pack? Jordan was working solo until he met Unigost. That rat's agile fingers could work where Jordan's tongue didn't. And then they needed someone with other talents they were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, independence, gallantry, integrity. Right, I think I get the picture. So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time, so I gave them a chance. And finally the pack started to really make a difference. But I don't like to brag. Oh yes, I noticed. Humble to the bone. Thank you for noticing. People at my level don't need to boast about our skills. Just like the sun doesn't need to prove it's bright. Anyhow, I already spoke more words to you than I did in the last 5 years to anybody, so it's time for you to go. And preferably don't come back. Ever. It was a great pleasure and a true honor. Yeah, I don't care. Leave now. And in return for giving away my location, deliver this delicious meal to Unigost. It's his favorite. A knuckle sandwich. Do you want me to hit him in the face? Did I stutter? No, sir. Of course not. Of course, sir. I'm on my way, sir. Okay. Let's go punch some old man in the head. I don't like reading all this shit. It's too much. Finnegan Fox. Oh yeah, those were my planks that I stole. I wonder if you can hunt crows with your fists. You just like dash at them and punch them. You dash at them from the front. I don't want to try. Right now, what I want to try is if people give a shit about sleeping. Gonna save first in case it does count as a crime. Eagle. I think we're pretty close. You can walk slightly overburdened to town. Oh, this person is awake. What about this cow lady? Yo-ho! Are you awake? It's not interested in talking to you right now. Okay. They don't want to sell in the middle of night. Good to know, good to know. But in that case, I think we'll do this. Have to cook some meat because we're hungry. And then we just go to bed so we can sell at the town. Wonder if you can upgrade a normal house to a or a simple house to a normal house. Track animals. Faster movement speed while sneaking. 25% less noise while sneaking. I want faster sneaking.
Hail, friend. Best goods in the valley.
You want to buy 131 meat? You do? Nice. Buy my old arrows. Honestly, whatever. The copper arrows are so easy to make. Doesn't really matter if we only use copper arrows from now on.
Goodbye.
Alright, I'm supposed to punch Unigost. This is the kind of quest that is like either the game is trash or it's not. Okay, come here, pal. Okay, so I'm not supposed to punch. At least we didn't commit a crime. Unigast, hello! I've talked with Sample. He's a real sweetheart, isn't he? The sweetest, like a jar of honey. Sambar for you. I see. He did tell me about my uncle, though, the story about the Lord of the Orchards. He has some unexpectedly good storytelling skills, doesn't he? Yes, he really does. I was downright astonished by that. One time, oh my god, see, these... why are the texts 3 breaks long? Oh my god. One time, I swear, he went for over a year without speaking a single word. But when we were sitting by the fire, he remembered some anecdote, laughed out loud and began his tale. Went from a total mute to the master of ceremonies. The narrative was so gripping it was hard not to listen. He even did voices, but after finishing, he became silent again. I've never fully understood that side of him. A theater genius trapped in the body of a bear wrestler. He actually asked me to give you something. Really? And what was that? A knuckle sandwich. Yes, that sounds exactly like Sambo. So, are you going to deliver? Do you want me to? Oh, sure, I love people punching me in the face. Around the valley, I'm known for it. Would you be so kind to do it for free, though? I'm all out of my being punched in the face budget. Okay, you're joking. I started worrying there for a second. Don't. Sambor just likes to say crap like that. But if he asks, I'll tell him you knocked me out cold. Just out of curiosity, what did Sambor tell you about him becoming part of the pack? He said that you were looking for the best to recruit and that he was an obvious choice. Yes, that seemed like something he would say. Isn't that the truth? It's not a pleasant memory, but I believe you deserve to know the whole story. We didn't recruit him. Well, I guess we did. Jordan did. But that wasn't a matter of choice. When Jordan and I started to follow his mission together, we were rather successful. Everything was going smoothly. Too easy, even. We were doing a lot of good, putting many well-deserved smiles on oppressed faces. That's when we let our guard down. There was a secret guild formed by a few of the higher-ranking knights and barons. We called them the Vendors. Bunch of really heartless bastards. Their most lucrative business was selling a living merchandise. And no, I'm not talking about animals. Please, don't say it. Slavery was strictly forbidden in that realm. The queen was adamant about that. Well, the Vendors had their own set of rules to follow. They caged them like cattle. Mostly women and children, forced to fight rats for the poor little rations they were being given in the damp dungeon they were held in. The guild preferred quantity over quality, so they didn't care about diseases, and they didn't tend to wounds. Sometimes it took them weeks to get the dead out of the cages. Survival of the fittest, or rather outlasting of the least fortunate. It was simply horrible. If you ask me, all of the damned guild deserved a cruel and slow death, but that wasn't how we operated. Jordan made it very clear from day one, we were never to take a life. That was the most important of rules. Oh, so lame. Anyway, we managed to get everyone out. The carriages full of broken people. Even the horses kept their heads mourning. The despair in the air was even more poisonous than the stench of the rotting flesh. And in all that, we forgot to make ourselves safe as well. The mercenaries caught us and brought to the torture chamber. Yeah, this gruesome place had an even worse room hidden inside. Unbelievable. The Vendors weren't in their patient mood, so they sent their worst torturer right away. I was horror-struck, truly petrified, could barely breathe. Jordan didn't say a word, just looked at me. His eyes were relaxed but focused. I realized he wanted me to be calm as well, but I just couldn't. He went first. The torturer strapped Jordan to a chair and just started swinging. His fists were like anvils. Oh my fucking god, this is so boring. Every hit drew blood or broke bones. In a matter of seconds, Jordan's face looked like a bloody pulp. The only thing poking through it was his smile. It was one of many times I wondered if he was even human. The torturer quickly realized that he needed different tools for such a unique specimen and went to grab his blades. That's when Jordan started talking. He was making him offers, one after another, but the torturer just kept carving his torso, like he was preparing a steak to be grilled. There was so much blood I could taste it in my mouth. I wanted to pass out, just to run away from all of that, but I couldn't. My heart was pounding way too fast. That's horrible. Suddenly, the torturer stopped. He looked at me and back at Jordan. This was the only thing he said. If you're lying, you're going to watch me do the same to him. I was about to puke, but Jordan just nodded. So he untied us both and helped us escape. There were more mercenaries on our way, heavily armed. No one stopped us. Even they were terrified of that guy. Managed to get out in one piece. Well, we managed to get out alive. Jordan's wounds wouldn't heal for weeks, and even after that he was scarred so badly it looked like he had chainmail stitched to his skin. But we had escaped death, and its emissary became one of us. Yes. Oh, okay, so the guy was the torturer. Okay. Now I understand why Sambor didn't want to tell the truth. It sounds absolutely horrid. And to be honest, the nightmares of that night never stopped. How could you want a person like that amongst your troop? You think I wanted that cutthroat anywhere near me? I couldn't get a wink of sleep with him around for days. I was constantly watching my back, watching his every move. So why didn't you blow him off? That's simple. Jordan made a deal with him. Promised him the only thing that mattered to that brute. Which was? Money. A whole lot more than what the guild was paying him. And a cut from every heist that we did. But couldn't you just pay him off? Or run away? That's not the way Jordan did things. He was a master liar, but when he gave someone his word for real, he never backed down. Besides, as we later found out, Sambor wasn't evil in his nature. He was just a true soldier, did what was asked of him. Jordan spent hours talking with him, explaining our rules of conduct. Sambor never broke any of them. Not once. That's incredible. Your lives, I mean. I don't think I would be able to handle all of that. Honestly, I hope you never will have to. I've been through a lot, and after all these years, the thing I wish you the most is to have a boring, steady life. I'm not the type of person to get bored. There's always something to do when I'm not listening to fucking trash stories. I'm glad to hear that. Then my next request won't be boring to you at all. Sure thing. What do you need? I need you to go to Borrowell, find Ida, and get my scythe back from her. That sounds perfectly dull. I'm trying my best. And I do appreciate your care for my lack of adventures. I'm on my way. Oh my god. Please make it, please make it. Ow! Things like this also, for me at least. I should be freezing to death right now. The water just being like this, it like kills my immersion really hard. And it feels, it makes it feel less like a game and more like I'm playing like Minecraft in whatever it's called, creative mode or something. You at? Inga, Ida. Hello, do I know you? Hello, Ida. I am here for Unigast's scythe. Take a hike, kid. I want it fair and square. One? Ah, that little snake didn't even tell you about that. Huh? That figures. I don't know what you mean. He only wanted me to get his scythe back. It's my scythe now. Okay, relax. What can I do to get your scythe then? You can buy it from me, of course, or we could play for it. How much for the scythe? 450. What's the game? The same that made Unigast lose all of his money. And the scythe, haha. The game of riddles. How is it played? Simple. I tell you 3 riddles. You must answer all of them correctly. One mistake and the game is over. You win, you get the scythe. And if I lose? I'll go easy on you this time. If you lose, you don't owe me anything. You just forfeit the chance of getting the scythe for free. Okay, hit me with the riddles. First one. What disappears the second you say its name? Silence. Correct. Ready for the next one. Here it is. Feed me and I live. Yet give me drink and I die. What am I? Fire. Oh, you're good. Better than Mr. Big Castellan already. But can you get this final one? Listen carefully. I can fly, but I have no wings. I can cry, but I have no eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I? A cloud. Damn, you're sharp. Congratulations. You win an old man's crappy scythe. It doesn't get better than that. Thank you for the game. I had fun. Take care. Fuck you. Fuck off. Oh my god. Ooh. I regret that we started doing the main quest. I don't know if you can even call that. It's just like you get some story for that guy. I don't think there's really any point in doing it, other than maybe we get some rewards. So maybe we can just ignore all of that. Just not do quests. Like, I don't mind making someone a bow or whatever. But I don't want to listen to 30 pages of dialogue. Back already? Hey, Unigast, I've got your scythe. Splendid. Were there any troubles on the way? You tell me, were there? I might have left a teeny tiny detail out. You don't say. How did you manage to get my scythe then? With my wits. You're brighter than I was then. Were there ever any doubt? Don't be cocky, kid. Anyway, I have news. Sambor is looking for me. For me? Are you sure? I've been told he asked about the one with the funny eyes and stupid face. I see. Okay then. I won't prolong this humiliation and I will go find him. Now we have to go all the way back to him. I'm gonna finish the Unigast shit at least because we started. Yeah, I didn't fully empty my inventory, but it's mostly emptied. And some eagles. Or whatever. Oh man. Looks like there's only one here. Here's something. Eagle. Bird. Or another. the stables and the mine should be 4,000 technology points earlier. If they want to have quests like this, you shouldn't have to run like this. You should have an early option to be able to get the horse, so that the game is actually not terrible for this. And I don't mind traveling, but the traveling has to feel like it's part of the grind, in a sense. Like, you're grinding to go and get silver, kind of. But I don't really get that feel here. You're just kind of running around. And you get sent around on quests that are kind of shit. What took you so long? Hello, I've heard that you were looking for me. You need to kill it. Whoa, whoa, easy. What are you talking about? The blasted owl, of course. Can't you hear it? Sure, it's called wildlife. You practically live in the forest. How is that new to you? Don't try to make an old fool out of me now, boy. This is insane. This bloody old owl is making me insane. Try to come down and describe the problem to me, if you want my help. I can't sleep because of that damned bird. It hoots and hoots and hoots. I want it dead. Why can't you deal with it yourself? I don't hunt anymore. Are you serious? You literally live in a hunter's lodge. I didn't build this place. The hunter died a while ago and I just took it. I like it. At least I did before this bloody owl showed up. If you don't mind me asking. I do mind you asking. Do you buy your meat now? I don't see you keeping any animals. Listen to me, you little brat. I don't have to explain myself to you. Not now, and not ever. But if it will make you shut up, no, I don't buy any meat lately. I tend to eat mostly vegetables and grains. That's exactly what my food eats. Damn, you're so annoying. Yeah. During my life, I did some things. Bad things. Things that shouldn't be done. Nor by me, nor by anyone. It changed when I met your uncle. He helped me atone, at least in some way. So when our ways parted, I made a promise to myself. No more violence, no more blood on my hands. But if you keep getting on my nerves, I may just revoke my promise. Do you want that? Excuse me, dear sir, I have an owl to hunt. Go away! I'm working! What are you doing here? It's none of your business. Oh, I believe it is. You're the damned owl, aren't you? No idea what you're talking about, mate. I'd leave if I were you. Do you even know what you're doing? Yeah, earning the easiest coins in my life. That's all that matters to me. Oh, really? Well, I've just been sent to kill this noisy owl. Are you trying to threaten me? Be very careful of your next words. Not at all. It's not me you should be afraid of, but my employer. Yeah? And who's that supposed to be? Sambor. Well, I don't know any Wait, did you say Sambor? That's right. Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. I was just hired to come in from time to time and pretend to be an owl. I had no idea I was crossing your box. I'll leave and never come back. Please, just let me be. Relax, just tell me who hired you and be on your way. It was Wolrad. He lives in a place called Tutki. That's all I know, I swear. I believe you, and I hope I won't regret that, because if I do, you won't. That's the truth, and I'll never come back here again. Alright then, you go now. Yep, it was a guy. And? I took care of your owl. Is it dead? No, but he's gone and won't be back. He? I know that it will sound mental, but that wasn't really an owl. It was a man hired to pretend to be one. What are you talking about? It's absurd. Believe me, I know. He was supposedly hired by a man called Wolrad. Do you know him? Ha ha ha! That son of a bitch! Ha ha ha! He really got me. So you do. Of course I know him. He was one. Oh, I have to go and talk to another guy. Oh, he was one of us, the Undying Fist. Was he really? The owl said he lives in a place called Tutki. Yes, it's not far from here. He lives there with his family selling donkeys. I guess that fits, because he was always an ass. I would love to meet him. And you will, because you will deliver a parcel to him for me. Let me guess, is it another knuckle sandwich? No, this time it's a real gift. And what's that? A special surprise, but you need to come back later. I need some time to prepare it. Actually, come back tomorrow. I'll make it grander. Alright, see you tomorrow. I am not coming back tomorrow. We are sleeping here. I have to come back tomorrow. We don't have a choice. Because it's gonna teleport me back to my house because it's a seasonal change. Fuck. Alright, let's dig some clay. There's a lot of clay here. Okay, so I understand that the thing at the top, because I thought that it kind of moved strangely, or maybe it moved when you slept or whatever, but it's actually just a linear timer for when the season ends. So you can see exactly when the season is gonna end. It's very soon. And if we just keep digging clay here, get super overburdened, then we'll get teleported home with all the stuff anyway. If they want to have silly, stupid mechanics, at least I can abuse them. That's bad. A discovered animal spot Wysent. If I keep going, all of a sudden I might just get killed. I think we cleared it out pretty well. Random deer figurines. Okay. Come on, teleport me back already. We could make it simple. Oh no. Oh no. How far away do we need to go? Shit. Come on, just end. Just end. Don't make me throw things. On. And we're home. Unpaid overtime? 6:30 to 9? That's a lot of unpaid overtime, dude. Unpaid overtime is total bullshit. Especially for a large corporation. I do not know. I'm sorry, I do not know any of these very terms. Those are definitely some things. Died at 3 PM and they never told us? I mean, yeah, that's pretty serious. Why would they do that? Okay, maybe we don't need 300 straw. No, NOC useless citizens of India contracted to tell us when shit breaks? Yeah. Why can't that be done like in-house? Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Doesn't sound like the kind of thing you'd outsource. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Yeah, it made economical sense on paper, right? Yeah. Have you ever considered starting up your own company? I'm sure you could do all the things that you do as a contractor. I'm not sure if that is a good thing. I hate this work anyways, yeah. But it might not suck as much if you have more control over your demands as well. But yeah, I get you. Let's upgrade some houses. don't own anything. Yeah, I mean, but contracting is basically a service profession, right? So yeah. Let's learn to code, dude. I've tried to get so many people to learn to code, act like unironically, but no one ever does it. And no one ever asks me for help before they quit. Look, if you actually try to learn programming, you can always ask me, even if it's like the simplest, dumbest shit. I don't mind. But learning programming is literally just doing it, pretty much. It can be a little bit tricky to figure out where to start, but that's about it. It's actually really easy. At least if you start with something simple. Don't try to make a proper, like, real game from scratch. Just make something really stupid like Super Mario. That way you can get used to the environments. Super easy. They upped our mill's downtime cost. It's 250k an hour now. That's a lot of money. Do you daub these walls too? Okay, daubed wooden walls. Alright. Oh yeah, we need to... Yes, I am. Although it's not poop, it's mud. It's or clay. Clay and straw. So now we need to go and pay... We need to go and pay 80 leather. What can we make with leather that's nice? I just make torches. What is the value of one leather? 8. Daub can be poop. Maybe so, but we're making it out of clay. Survival. What are we leveling on survival? More health, alcohol resistance, athlete. Yeah, whatever. We're running like all the time, so why not? Animal manure. Yeah. But it depends on what that means. Like, I don't know what the term manure means exactly. Like, a horse poop is barely poop. It's like straw on the ground. It smells kind of bad still, though. Okay, so a bag is... It's 8. Here we have 3 leather. 3 times 8 becomes 50. It's quite an increase right there. Here we have 8 leather. 8 times 8 is 48. And then it becomes 110 price. That's not bad either. Had a satisfying mow last night. Going to buy some wood mulch. Gotta kill the last of the flower bed grass. My mom gathers the grass that she's cut and then she puts it on the flower bed. All over. Like it's completely covered with cut grass. I don't know how she really handles the grass growing in though. That would also fertilize? Yeah. Yeah, and it keeps the moisture in too. Yeah, isn't can't you put grass in a like make a compost out of grass? You're not supposed to do it with leaves though. So it just gets packed. So now we have 10 small pouches. Already have enough money. What else can we make? Can we make some arrows? Just stone arrows? Should have a buttload of feathers. We don't have any sticks or stones. Have sticks there, so we need stones only. We have a pickaxe, so we can do that. Saves you from having to mow like every other day. Yeah. This is actually pretty legit to have next to the town, because you do need quite a bit of rocks. So I've barely used this method, instead of just picking stones. I feel like I'm dying every single time he runs out of breath. Alright, no more pickaxe. We do still have copper bars though. Or we use the stones, we can use copper bars. Out of the way, bitch! You don't even use that! Already late here for me? Alright, dude. Thanks for hanging. Have a good night. Arrows? There's late morning, night already? Are you Australian? Okay, so we have 100 arrows. Good night. We got some bags. Whatever. Let's just go. Still hasn't finished growing? What do you plant now? I think here, this could be flax. But I wonder if they're out of fertilizer. 4 wheat. Amazing. Anything else?
Hail, friend. My wares never disappoint.
What else? Small pouches. Copper arrows. Why my stone arrows? That it? And we have 3,000. It's pretty good.
Goodbye.
And Unigast is there. Here you go. That should cover everything. Splendid. Bye-bye.
Hello. My wares never disappoint.
Now we most likely need fertilizer, and I can carry quite a bit, but exactly 40. Now we can carry 7.
See you soon.
Do-do-do-do. Go back home. Make a chicken coop. So we don't only want to, but we need to start having animals. So we can stop buying fertilizer all the time. But I think you can also just overproduce food and it'll like turn into rot. But I don't think that's gonna be a viable method to fertilize. But maybe. Because I think you need like 10 rot for 1 piece of fertilizer. I kind of feel like the game has peaked.
Hello.
Like,
See you soon.
the romancing function is just annoying. I barely feel like there's anything to work towards. You have a mine? Not even close. You go underground? No, you can only go into the caves for some copper. Barn far away. Fuck you. Did it just die? I think it might have just died. I think we'll try this next. Haven't really tried it.
New way of playing Conan
Haven't really
Exiles.
looked at it.
With new environments, creatures, mounts, and new materials for the cities of your dreams. Explore dark dungeons and uncover the mysteries of the island's black heart.
Yes, Conan.
Shipwrecked, starving, and thirsty, you must learn to survive on the mysterious Isle of Sipta. Explore the landscape. From wreck-strewn beaches and hidden coves, to dense forests and ancient ruins.
Anarchy Online was really bad.
Fight the savage beasts that inhabit the island. Scout the island on horseback, or charge headlong into the fight on the back of the new rhinoceros. Salvage shipwrecks to build your first shelter, and take advantage of mighty redwoods for added protection. But beware, for a vicious storm rages at the heart of the island, and otherworldly horrors stalk within. Traveling or building within the storm will attract the attention of powerful enemies from the outer void. Inspired
really did.
by the ancient structures of the island, you can construct a mighty fortress and strike forth from a bastion of strength.
I could barely figure out how to move
In the
and like
struggle for
interact
dominance
with
other
everything.
castaways,
Like, it's so
you will
convoluted.
need thralls to fuel your war machine. Unlocking the mysteries of the island are the keys to its domination and the key to getting thralls.
My first
Explore
was Ragnarok
and fight
Online.
your way through ancient vaults, the last bastions of the elder races, and uncover their knowledge. In the depths of the vaults, you will discover great treasures and sigils of power. Surges of wild sorcery erupt from the Black Tower at the heart of the island, which summon groups of humans to the island.
I don't know what's
You
happening on
must
screen right
defeat
now.
many enemies before you can capture some as thralls, but be ready to defend yourself from challengers. The battle for control will be ruthless, and only the strongest will survive.
Why does it look bad? Looks like Valheim. I don't like the aesthetics. Okay. We'll see. I think we'll do that tomorrow. I think I'm gonna kill the stream here. Didn't really feel like switching over. And this just like, this died here because my barn was too far away. And I just cannot be arsed. I'd have to move my farm, I guess. It doesn't just have bobs, it has gigantic cocks. Like, it actually has, like, real detailed penises. What died? This game. For me. I don't want to play it anymore. Like, I really like management games, but it just doesn't feel rewarding. You're like barely interacting with your village. It literally just gives you more like numbers in your storage, and that's it. Because you're not in your village. You're never in your village, and you're never paying attention to anything that's happening. It's like playing the RimWorld, but you're only looking at one guy who's in the mines all the time. It's just really flawed. And it's just not done. Like I said, at minimum it needs a 2.0 to be a worthy buy. But right now, it's definitely not a purchase that I would recommend anyone. There's just nothing to do, really. I don't mind that part of it, but it's just, I don't know. But yeah, you are right about that. But that's also a part of what I was saying, that you're never really in your town, because you're always out doing some shit. You're the one running errands. That's the problem with this game. Like, you're an errand boy. You're not a manager. You're not the major. You're a fucking errand boy. And that's all you are. Plus, you're the mandatory mining that you have to do. So if it was more about actually doing something here, like, I don't know, man. It just needs polish. It needs a lot of polish. But it's not like super bad. It's just missing life. Because it just feels like Oblivion NPC simulator right now. Anyway. We'll do something tomorrow. So until then, thanks for hanging. Have a good night. Bye bye.